Okay, so tonight, 2 years ago, using AI was pretty much a growth hack and a game changer. But now it may be the thing that's killing your channel. Audience preferred or audience preference for AI generated created content has actually went down, or it's crashed. Most people now actively prefer knowing that a human made the content. So tonight I'm going to show you what has changed and what you can do about it. Before we jump into that, I want to say that I am on a challenge, a 1,000 subscriber challenge, 4,000 watch hours challenge. And I created a app with Claude and Google App Script, which I will put in the details of this video. I was meaning to put it in there, but I'll put it in the details of this video so that you can see and track my progress. But if you come across the video, go ahead and like it. Also subscribe so that we can reach our goal. And our goal is to reach 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours by December 31st, 2026. So come across the video, go ahead and like and subscribe. But I want to talk tonight, this late night, about why AI generated content is becoming less and less appreciated and made by humans. The badge actually is going to become more preferred. And as you can see in the title, the made by humans badge may be worth more than your followers. All right, so let's talk about this. Let's make sure also that we are live. Yeah. Okay, so we are. All right. So let me turn that down. Okay, so preference for AI generated creator content fell from 60% in 2023 to 26% in 2025. So it fell from 60% in 2023 to 26% in 2025. That's not a slow decline. That's pretty much a collapse. Okay. And also listen at this, over a fifth of videos shown to new YouTube users now are what people call AI slop. It's called AI slop. And AI slop is low effort and algorithm generated filler. So it's basically just stuff that people aren't really putting any quality and value into it. And it's just a bunch of AI content. And a lot of people are tired of it. And now they've labeled it AI slop. So we're going to have to be careful about some of the AI generated content that we create. If you think about it, just about, well, I won't say every YouTube ad, but there's more and more, as you notice, more and more YouTube ads where it's AI. It's not a human. I can remember, I don't know, maybe a year ago or a few months back where they were creating AI generated things like Martin Luther King, and he's doing speeches, and him and Malcolm X are in a ring. I can recall a AI generated like Kobe Bryant, where he's looking at the screen on a helicopter, and I'm like, this is just like really some insensitive AI generated stuff. But with all of the now AI generated content, which is easy to do, people are pretty much getting tired of it. And as I've stated, they're labeling it AI slop, which is low quality, low effort, and basically just created for the algorithm. You know, it's just a generated filler. So this is something that I think going forward, content creators are going to have to really be conscious of this, because a lot of people now, instead of kind of showing their faces, they would rather have an AI generated created of themselves rather than them actually showing themselves. And so this is something that we have to be conscious of. And as I stated, that stat, it's showing a drop, a dramatic drop with it fell from 60% in 2023 to 26%. And so again, a lot of people are just they're tired of the AI generated content. Hi there, who is this? Cole. Can't pronounce that. Cole Quan 99. How you doing? Thank you for jumping on this late night. Maybe you can put in the comments where you're located. But yeah, people they're getting tired of the AI generated content. So like I stated, a fifth of the videos shown on YouTube now is considered AI slop. So I think going forward, we have to be conscious of this. Now, it's not all AI generated stuff that's bad. Okay, not all of it is bad. Usage of AI tools by creators is still climbing. Also, for different tools that are being used by AI, some of that is okay. Okay, most creators use AI more than they did a year ago, but audiences' appetite for the output is falling. So usage is up, but tolerance is down. Okay, so why was it so much backlash with AI? So AI made content easy. As you know, it makes content easy to produce and scale. So platforms, of course, they got flooded. We see AI everywhere. It's flooded. So audiences develop a fast pattern recognition, and of course, recognizing AI, you're like, okay, yeah, this is AI. And of course, now a lot of the things you watch, you're like, okay, is this AI or is this real? So it's causing a lot of backlash. So this gives us opportunity as humans to show up as authentic as ourselves, and this gives us a great opportunity to connect and relate to our audiences in a human way. So again, it's not bad to use AI, but a lot of the AI generated content is what people are kind of like giving the backlash to. They're giving the backlash to. So audiences aren't rejecting AI as a tool, right? So you can still use it as a tool, just like I use AI for the subscriber tracker that I created. I use Claude, and Claude, of course, using Claude, also use Google App Script and JavaScript, and I created a AI subscriber tracker. So it's not bad to use the tools. It's not bad to use it, to maybe help you with scripts, or maybe help you to generate some content, to use it to write out a plan for your content. But it's pretty much the low quality where people are not putting effort into it is what the backlash is coming from. Again, just about every ad, a lot of the ads you see now, they're AI generated. So you don't want to get put in the category of AI slop. And again, this gives us great opportunity as humans, and that's why, if you look at the thumbnail, the AI made by humans badge is going to become more popular now, because people are going to want to know, was this made by a human? So this gives us a great opportunity to show up as your most authentic self. That's what this does. And so that's why this badge is, you're going to see that more and more, where made by humans is going to be prevalent in a lot of the content that's being created. Hey there, let's see, who is this? Cindy Miller. Hey, how are you? Thank you for showing up on this late night. Again, if you're watching, don't forget to like the video. Also, if you're not a subscriber, subscribe to the channel. I am on pace and on a challenge to get to 1,000 subscribers by December 31st of this year. Also 4,000 watch hours. And so you could help the channel by liking and subscribing. So, but anyway, so that's kind of the backlash that's going on now with the AI, and the response is people want to see, was this made by humans? So that's what's happening, and it's kind of like where you go shopping at the grocery store and you want to see, is this food, is it organic, is it real meat? You know, there's a thing now where lab meat is being used, and it's in a way being disguised as real meat. Well, people want to know, am I eating meat that came from a cow? Am I eating meat that came from a chicken or a pig? And so this is kind of what we're dealing with now with AI. People want to know now, was this made by a human? And that's why the thumbnail and the title of this video shows that the made by human badge, in a way, it could become more popular or more favorable than the followers you have, because people are not putting quality, some are not putting quality into the content that they are creating. And so that's what the made by human badge is going to be about. So what is actually working? So again, using AI for editing, using AI for logistics, using AI for transcripts, thumbnails. The thumbnail I created for this video, it's AI, right? Scheduling and research. That's not what's triggering backlash. So those things are okay to do and okay to use, and you should use AI for those things. Hey there, Latasha. Thanks for joining on tonight. You should use AI for those things because it's there to help. You know, AI is not a bad thing, but again, using it for editing and research and scheduling and creating thumbnails and transcriptions and logistics, those are not bad things. But what's not working is, of course, the AI slop that's now being labeled that people are creating, which is low value algorithm, basically created for likes, basically created, you know, to get subscribers, but you're not really concerned about the value and the content that you are creating. So again, going forward, we have to be conscious of this, and we have to be concerned, especially if, you know, the content you're creating, you know, you're just going to generate just some AI generated content. So I say for people that, you know, people want to hear your voice. Why use, you can use AI voice, but why use AI voice when you can narrate it yourself, when you can do it yourself, when you can show up on your platform, on your channel yourself, and people can see who's behind the platform versus, you know, you just get a AI generated person. So those are the things that now is getting the backlash, right? So I think for most of us as creators, we can show up as our most authentic self, and that's what I think we should do, because we are humans. All right, we are humans. So again, the backlash is when we are outsourcing the parts audiences is actually following you for. They're following you for your voice. They're following you for your opinions, you know, your on-camera presence. That's why they follow you. You know, your personality. They like your personality. They like how you maybe tell your little jokes that you do. And that's something that AI may not pick up on. So again, I think the best thing that we can do is show up as our most authentic selves, because right now The content generated by AI, it's down. It's the percentages are going down, and again, I think it's because the market, as I stated earlier, the market is flooded with so much AI that a lot of people are just tired of it. It's like, hey, I want to see a human. I want some human intervention. I want something created by humans, and that's what's going on. So again, if you're here and you're watching, don't forget to like this video. Also subscribe to the channel. I'm going to come out with some more information as it relates to this topic and AI, because I think it's a much needed topic that needs to be discussed, but also just to be able to share with the audience. So I think, as it states in the title, that your follower count, that is important, but I think most important is you showing up as your most authentic self, and that you try to create the best quality content that you can. Not getting away from AI totally, but just using it as a tool to help you to create more valuable content. I think that's what's going to win in the end, and that's where things are kind of headed now. If you heard the stats that I put out, and so that's pretty much the gist of this video. I want to thank all of those who were able to stop by and watch this video. And again, we are on a challenge to get 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours. So if you come across this video on the replay, don't forget to like. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe to the channel, as we will continue to put out more great valuable content as you are watching on this video. And so that's pretty much it. But again, I want to thank all of those who are able to stop by and watch. And again, we'll be putting out more information in regards to AI and AI generated content going forward. So thanks for all of those who were able to tune in, and we'll see you all in the next video. Take care.